Hi everyone, today we're going to do Little Golden Books 3 ways, and I've already made 2 up, and honestly these I'll link below my 30 days of junk journal making. This is the style that I've used, and so it's just a 2 signature pamphlet stitch. So I'm going to do a proper flip through of all of these because they'll go in the shop, but this is the pamphlet stitch, and made some Easter ones as well. Okay, so these 2 I have used it when I've folded the page, and now this is the first time I've made Little Golden Books as junk journals, so I kind of did that and then went, oh, that's not really what I'd like to do. Still alright though, I mean it's still writing spaces, still you can see the A, B's and C's. However, I thought I would have a little play with other methods of doing the golden books as well. So those 2 are standard pamphlet stitch with the pages in half. Now the next one I'm making is still a pamphlet stitch, but it's 3 signatures, but this time I've left the pages as they are, so you should be able to read it through as if it's a normal book, if it's the way it was made. Now the thing about this one, so it'll still have a spine. What I've done is, for where this part is that was cut off, I've added in the same amount so that they're going to fit with the golden book size of pages. I'll be trimming off the bottom. The thing I want to talk about with this one, in this particular book, is that this is the old original antique one, and this is one of the newer ones. So the pages have been updated and a little bit more colour correction done, but still the same story. However, I haven't done anything with that one. So we're working on this one now. Alright, so it's 1.5 is the spine that I've added, and I've just put a little bit of glue down inside the middle there. And then I'm putting in a 4 centimetre spine, which will have to fit the 3 signatures. Lining this up at the top because we can trim down what doesn't work. Now we want to have just enough of a gap that we can fold it easily. So about 2 mil. And I use a little bit of masking tape to hold it in place. It's going to be covered up by material, so it doesn't matter. Now I have also used a duct tape in the middle of here. I'm just going to give this a quick trim at the bottom to make sure it's lining up. Make sure the tops are at the top, so when it's like this it's reading the right way. Now I have been using on the inside a little bit of my beautiful hemp material, and it covers over those. But what I might do this time around is, got these beautiful bits of material. Now let's see if I can match that Alright, so there's that. Why not? So let's see, it's not really wide enough. Okay, so I need a different material for that. Now I could opt for just another bit of this, a wide bit. I kind of like putting a colour on, but what I might do is just do this for now, and I could still, if I wanted to, put a strip of this on over the top. Yeah, I don't mind that. Okay. Alright, so I'm getting my fabric fix, putting this out to the edges. Now, can I eyeball this for the middle? Now, I know that some people push these over the top, but I actually really like the roughy looking edges. So I'm going to cut this one. So there can still be a big frayed edge. And do the same on the inside. Once again, going to cut this along the bottom. In fact, I might cut this close. Fabric scissors might be better. Accidentally cutting the bottom bit as well. Oh well. That's okay. Now I can put the strip. This is the darker side. So I'm just going to press it down into the groove. Now, my question is, and always with these things, do I want to bring that up on the inside as well? I mean, you know, for the most part, the spine's covered, but it might be nice to see it through there. So, going to cut that there, run a bit down this inside bit here on this blue bit of material. On the other side. Now we're going to do this side. And then I am going to do out to the edge over here. Yes, it is a messy process. Maybe I just make it messier. And along the top here. So I'm actually going to put it under a book to dry, probably overnight. Have I got heavy things? Put it under these books. And I'll show you, I've just made up 3 signatures. So on every book I use one of my printables on the outside to just reinforce and protect the pages. And I've put in some lined paper coloured paper, lined, coloured, book, lined, coloured, and then it's not quite an acre book, but it's almost an acre book in terms of you can fill it in as much as you like. So I'll be back in the morning to do some more work on this. I'm back the next morning and I've done a little bit extra. What I realised was that the additional little tiny bit that I put in was still a little bit bendy, so it didn't have enough strength. So I've covered a bit more with the masking tape. With the this is actually a very strong duct tape, and what I've done is just added another. I'll show you on this side. I've put 2 strips of duct tape to reinforce that little additional bit that I've put in. That was the 1.5 centimetre one, and I've covered over with an extra bit of the cloth. So that's what I'm doing now, just finishing this off. Now, I don't mind this now, other than the fact that I've covered over the L, but I quite like the blue of the spine. It's not as neat as it would have been if I'd have, you know, thought twice about adding that little bit in and not having it reinforced enough. This will all be covered, of course. So it's ready now to have the signatures sewn in. I'm thinking I might add something that pretties this up at the top. That's sort of covered over, so that's going to be all right. But I'm going to, once again, put something heavy on this and leave it overnight